Rip, I was type A chatting. I'm just going to pog up. Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. Slash user. Let me see here. Who is this? Not you, not you. A lot of people whose name starts with SP. That's the one right there. 999 messages. Watching for... every Twitch recap 2023 where the 0 is a heart. Last message in chat. It's dumb. Okay? I'm going to hit that with this level of... well, let me see. Timeouts. I'm going to be gentle. 3,000 seconds. 1 week. 1 week is a timeout I reserve for punishments worse than banning. On the Hunt, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. That's nothing. I mean, half an hour of not chatting, if you are mentally weak enough to just type an insult to a stranger for the way that they played a video game, that's got to feel like spending a few years in the time dilation chamber. And it's great. The timeout, as someone who's been timed out, it hurts worse than a ban. Because a ban kind of like galvanizes you, like you think it turns you into a martyr. But a timeout is just like they treated you like a little toddler. So you're like, you're mad, but you can't type anywhere for 30 minutes. And I feel bad because there's a lot of like, I'm sure they're like, I'm never coming back. But then like tomorrow I'm going to slash user and it's going to be like chatting like nothing ever happened. Which is great. I don't get it, but apparently we're doing good stuff here. When I get banned, I feel bad because I probably hurt them. Well, then why'd you type this shit in the first place? You know, like it's just how old are you? I'm sorry. It's just, I feel like it needs to be said. Okay, here's my purchases here. Pure ass. I don't even know what we're cooking with here. We got no fives. I'm going to guess a straight deck is going to be tough to do. I was just memeing, sir. They always say that, too. They're always like, I was just having fun. And then the message is like, watching this is physically painful. You repulse me, and your diminutive intellect is insulting to me that you've risen to the level you got to in society. And then the unban request is like, I was shitposting. I definitely wasn't like madder than anyone's ever been in human history over a fucking card game. It's embarrassing, bro. Okay, you know what? What do we got here? Spades and clubs are quite low. Take some of that then. I'm still like I'm trying to suss out the holy cow. Oh, we had a flush house too. I'm still trying to flush out the 2x meta Andes, man. What's the rush, man? What do you got going on in your life? That you're like, I gotta finish this Let's Play video. It doesn't make any sense. 4 of a kind. Do we have any more 3s? We do. We have many 3s. Hey, Dom Toretto, thanks for the gifted subscriptions as well. Thank you. There we go. Thoughts on sped up podcasts? I don't know, like, I guess you could do it, but I'm kind of like, what's the rush? I kind of feel the same way about podcasts that I do about my own content. I'm like, they're not talking about anything. They started it to talk about some stuff, but then, you know, they got to fill the fucking quota, you know? They got to come out with an episode a week because they sold sponsorship space to like lynda.com. If I'm trying to get through the podcast as fast as possible, my 2 cents is maybe I'd rather just not watch it. The content mill is rough. You're not even in it, I think. Well, let me check. Maybe you are. I don't know. I don't know how you live your life, but if you have a lot of content to get through, it's a good idea. What do you mean to get through, though? Like, what are we talking about here? A lot of content to get through. I just don't understand. to watch? No, I mean, I guess I understand, but I wouldn't say I necessarily get it. Like, you're not sitting there and, like, watching the... I would almost rather you, like, watch 2 videos at the same time than watch 2x. I feel like it's roughly the same level of sanity. Some media is beneficial. Okay, now, see, you're doing the thing... The pancakes versus waffles thing. I'm, like, pro-media, for the most part. That's not really what I'm talking. I'm not saying that all people who watch television programs are not going to make it. I'm just, it's the 2x, man, that I think is... You watch it 3.5x? That's insanity, man. That's freak shit. All the 2x's are like 3.5. That's way too much, man. Yeah, I'll double the speed of something, but I won't further add another factor of 1.5 to it. That's insane person behavior. What are you talking about, man? Hang on. You gotta go. You gotta go. We'll play 2-pair at some point. We can live with that. We'll play 2. It's guaranteed, man. It's guaranteed. What did I tell you? Guaranteed. That's 120 points. Ah, we're gonna lose! 150 chips and 20 mult on 4 of a kind. 2 8s. 4 kings remain. I'm going all in on the damn kings, bro. Holy, the man's a genius. Some people have a mind that can go that quick. Is this where the streamer gets to say cope for the first time? That's so funny. I'm on your side, by the way. The only reason I'm trying to get you to slow down is not so I can catch up, is so that you can take a breath. Like, you don't... It depends what you do. If you're getting through your coursework, I mean, it sounds bizarre, but like, if anything, you should probably like watch. If you're gonna watch anything at 2x and anything at 1x, you should probably watch your lectures at 1x so you can have time to take notes and digest the information. And you should watch the sugar content like at 2x, just because it doesn't matter if you miss out on stuff. But either way, like, if you're watching my videos in 2x and you're like, it's because I got a lot to watch, I do appreciate it, don't get me wrong. It's just also, like, what I'm doing doesn't need to be, it's not the Criterion Collection, right? A lot of those videos are bad. I guess that's why you watch it 2x, is to get it over with as soon as possible, but... Like, it doesn't matter if you're on your deathbed. You're not going to be like, oh, thank God I watched 10,000 videos instead of 5,000. You'll probably be like, man, I wish I, like, saw more sunsets or sunrises or something like that. Or maybe you'll just be like, my shit hurts a lot. I don't know. You're achievement hunting YouTube? That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the... I mean, for me, on a financial level, I love that you're watching the videos 2x or otherwise. But for me, on a spiritual level, I would rather you just watch like a movie at 1x speed instead of like 6 hours of YouTube videos at 2x speed. Like, that's psychotic to me. At least if they're my videos. If they're good videos, maybe it's a different situation, but... I watch movies at 1.5x? Why? It just doesn't make sense. You made Jay leave. Do you see that? You made Jay leave. Are you happy with yourself? Eight ball in spades. To be fair, you do kind of ramble, so it's a good way to get to your good stuff. To be fair, fucking personal insult. I'm doing 5 hours of improv here, man. You ramble a little bit? The fuck are you talking about? You know, let me teach you a little 90s maxing If somebody asks you why you do a thing that you do, you literally, and I'm talking to myself here, you literally don't have to say, like, here's the contextual reasons why I do it. It's actually moral to watch in 2x. It's immoral to watch in 1x. Actually, it's everybody else's fault that I do this. It's not my fault at all. Just say, I like it. I prefer it that way. That gives you personality. You become the guy who's like, he watches YouTube in 2x. You become a character. 6 months later, you're having beers with your friends at the pub and someone says, wow, I wish we could 2x that waiter or something like that. Everybody laughs. You go home, one of you sucks the other one off, two of them fuck you in the butt at the same. It's male bonding, okay? You don't have to be like, people upload such trash these days, I'm forced to watch it, but I have to watch on 2x because the ad reads they're anathema to my person. Just say like, fucking, I enjoy it. It's fine. I'm not going to say the first Addams Family movie should have won Best Picture because it models a great heterosexual relationship between Gomez and Morticia. I'll just be like, I think it's fun. Hey, Weezno123, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. What am I doing? Do I need to keep 8s? I don't need to keep 8s. I need to play 4 of a kind, bro. I need to play 4 of a kind. I need a max fucking win. Something like this. Because we have more 8s, we can play this. Nuanced opinions are overrated. Unironically, that is actually what I'm saying, I think. Yes. At least on meaningless stuff. I'm not reading all that. And it's for your own good that I'm not reading all that out loud, I promise. If something is serious, it's okay to be like, here's the reasons this thing is serious and here's my opinion. But if something's just like nothing, you could just be like, yeah, I just do it because I like it. Or you could just be like, I don't really like it. You could do it either way. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Understandable. My real opinion is that I like it. I'm pushing back one argument at a time on having every single point of opinion. Great time for the nerd voice. I'm pushing back one argument at a time at every single data point requiring debate club. You know, we don't have to, oh, you think that the best Japandroid song is Young Heart Spark Fire. I think it's like the house that heaven built. Well, actually, they were going through a really hard time when they made The Knights of Wine and Roses. And when they wrote this, I fucking think this is like an 8.5 and that one's like a 9. It's okay. We're just pushing back. We're just sharing our opinions. Not everything has to be like, you know, debate pervertry. That's a great way to describe it. That's all I got, though. Did you see Pepsi AM? Was Pepsi AM real? I only saw the tweet of it that said they should bring this back. What is it? It's a Pepsi that you can legally drink in the morning. Discard me with a smile. I love it. Finally? That's what I'm saying, man. So it's just Pepsi? Well, you and I can have that opinion, but you know as well as I do that society's not ready for it, unfortunately. Society looks down on soda maxing in the morning, but if you get a large pink, a venti pink milkshake from Starbucks, then it's okay. I didn't realize, apparently I am going off today. I didn't realize, so did you see the 420 bait tweet that was like, hey, happy 420 everyone. Pot isn't addictive, and also you get way cooler when you use it, and your loved ones love that you forget the conversations that you had with them every night. Dude, the replies to that tweet were sending me to the moon, because it's just a joke. But it triggered a sensitive spot for a lot of people. But some of the replies were like, Yeah, well, would you rather, like, I drove drunk? And I'm like, what are you, they didn't say that. But then also, I didn't even realize how deep the anti-caffeine sentiment goes in society. I should realize it, because whenever I talk about caffeine, straight edge 10th graders are like, it's the hardest drug on the planet. But people are drawing insane false equivalencies about caffeine. Oh, caffeine isn't bad for society? Have you ever talked to someone at work before they've had their coffee? It's societally acceptable for someone to be rude before they had their first dose of a drug in the morning. What the fuck are you talking about, you LARPer? First off, they drink that shit in the car on the way to work, so you don't have to worry about it. Secondly, it's not societally acceptable. That if they are mean to you, go say, hey, HR, Sally's mean to me. They'll have a patronizing ass sit-down meeting with her to tell her to be nice to other people and use her words instead. You're making it up, man. Big caffeine has society under its thumb. What are you talking about, man? People are drinking a coffee and going to work. That's it. I'm not, and again, it's a false dilemma. I'm not anti-weed by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just like, where the fuck did all the insane caffeine hatred come from? It's crazy, man. My 68-year-old grandpa drinking an espresso after dinner at an Italian restaurant. You know, oh, you're back on the hard shit, Gramps? You're back on the hard shit? I didn't realize. It's crazy. And then people talk about caffeine like it's actually like crocodile, man. I was addicted to caffeine. And then I didn't have it for 2 weeks. And then I had a cup of coffee and my head went to outer space. I couldn't even, and I was running as fast as the Flash and my brain was working at 10x speed. And I'm like, what the? I had little kids drinking coffee when I was teaching English in South Korea, man. It's not that serious. I get that, like, if you remove your tolerance to it, it definitely helps it kick you in the ass a little bit in the morning again. I'm just saying, man. People were talking like it's a scourge on society. I don't know, that shit might have kickstarted, like, the Industrial Revolution for all I know. But I stand by it either way. Coffee has caffeine. Coke Zero is caffeineless. It obviously has caffeine. If you're allergic to it, you'll probably die if you drink it. But the caffeine is not enough to produce a dose. It's like a single plutonium isotope isn't enough to, like, make you grow a third eye. Your body just kind of tanks the plutonium. But if, like, the Geiger counter starts going like, then you got to get the fuck out, man. You got to get out. Zero nines. 2 queens, 4 kings. I would love to use my death card. I just want to use it on something that has, like, a little extra sauce attached to it, you know? I don't want to use it just like I make another King of Hearts for no reason. I forgot he was playing a game. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, for sure. I mean, everybody, you're entitled to have some opinions I disagree with, don't get me wrong. But, like, I feel like there's got to be, like, a 98% overlap between, like, people who are really, really, really anti-caffeine and people who are, like, platinum subscribed to r/nofap. Shit is always like, I stopped jerking off for 2 weeks and I started shooting lightning bolts out of my eyes. People can tell, bro. People can tell. People can just tell you carry yourself a little different. Everybody looked at me when I walked into the cafeteria. People can tell, man. What is nofap? Nofap is and I understand the compulsion. It's the idea that if you have, like, many problems in your life, just stopping one behavior will solve them all instantly. And the temptation is there for everybody, I think. You know, I'm a little bit overweight. I'm just going to stop, you know, eating bread. You know, it's probably if you want to solve it, you got to dig a little deeper than that. I just didn't know when the caffeine came into it. I had no idea, man. Being addicted to jacking off is usually a symptom of a bigger problem. Yeah, the bigger problem is that it feels fucking sick, bro. No, I can totally see why people get addicted to jerking off. It's like one of the best feelings in the world. Of course people get addicted to it. It just makes sense. It would be crazier if people didn't get addicted to it. It's designed to incentivize you to do it, man. You might need to chill out a little bit, but I'm just saying. That's basically all addiction. Yeah, I think you're right. To some extent, at least. I mean, there's biological mechanisms, I guess, but you know what Sloan said? Well, Sloan said if it feels good, do it. I'm not going to necessarily go that far. How does everyone not get addicted to it then? Some people have got like social obligations, right? Like if you don't get invited to the party, that's like 2 extra goon sessions a day. All of a sudden, boom, you're addicted to jacking off. If you wore some cooler pants, like in the first day of 9th grade, you get in with the cooler lunch table, all of a sudden you get invited to the parties, you're on that once a week grind now because you got a fucking schedule, man. Don't get it twisted. Your outfit choice the Tuesday after Labor Day in September of the year that you start high school will determine your entire life. We are not clubs maxing. We're kind of spades maxing. Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing on this run because I'm letting Riff Raff determine it. Why not? We'll wild you. Something like that. We'll figure it out. What the fuck is this? It's kind of sick is what it is. All clubs are debuffed, but a wild is also debuffed. I need 4 of a kind. It's that simple. Discard everything that's not a king and play 4 kings. It's very dangerous to go 4 of a kind build when you don't have any deck fixing, but get it twisted, it will work. Holy cow. We could even play 5 of a kind. I hate you. I love ya. I love ya. You can go, obviously. Square Joker. We buy it because we can. How about a quick buffoon pack? Face cards are worth more. Kind of a snooze. I'll tell you what. I'll take a flat 18 fucking molt. That seems kind of sick. I'll take an extra discard. I'm loving life, man. I'm loving life. Square Joker goes crazy. Yeah, at being bad and ass. I'm going to make a controversial play here. I'm going to duplicate a Wild King for possible flush 5s. No promises, but... And it could screw us on some boss blinds, but it is what it is. Oh, get fucked. Wild King, so true. You make everything groovy. Nah, I'm not a big astronomer guy. Have you heard of the professor who does heroin once a year? Oh, hang on, I gotta take this. One moment, please. I have not. We're chilling. So I had to answer the phone, and then I took the opportunity to piss Max as well. One moment, please. Just check on this. Just checking on this. Where is it? Gotta send a message to my wife. There you go. You were gone for like 2 minutes. How do you do it? I don't know. I'm like cracked at pissing, I guess. Pretty good at it. One of the best. That 4 of a kind was not that good. It wasn't that good. Do I have enough kings? I have 3 more kings. I don't want to die. Okay. At least it's an okay hand. We only have 1 hand left. Oh! But it's 2 spades. Hang on. Okay, we go again. Run it back. I hate the erratic deck. I hate the plasma deck. I hate them all. Give me normal decks, man! I'm sick of all this chicanery. Plasma deck is easy. Heavy, my favorite Isaac character is Azazel Energy. $19 spades, huh? How are we looking on odds and evens? I would say pretty good. Good enough to party, at least. How about 6? Oh, this is the easiest win of my life. It's that simple. You still missing the royal flush joker? Hey, you motherfuckers cost me a run on the weekend, by the way. I was just be me, angle bracket, minding my own business. Get a royal flush because I have 4 fingers, so royal flushes are very easy to make. Discard it. Huh, I didn't get an achievement. Go fucking check my achievements. Already got that shit unlocked. You got me throwing out royal flushes for no reason. Please become evens. It's worth it. Jacks. Well, that's okay. It's a lot of jacks, at least. We discard a straight. Get it twisted. We discard a straight. Get it twisted. We discard a full house. That's why, right there. Discard! I'm howling at the moon. I think we should go sicko mode. I think we should get Spectral Pack. I was hoping to... No jacks! Oh! That's huge. We have 10 jacks in a 50-card deck now. Fool Hanged Man also goes equally crazy. So fucking sick, bro! No, I can't use it. I can't use it. How we doing on diamonds? Badly. Okay, we go next. Negative jokers for later. I'm not sweating that right now. Get dumped on. Get dumped on. This deck is thin as shit. We got Ozempic deck. It's a real thing. Doctors are talking about it. 4 of those doesn't quite get us there, but it gets us close. Ish. It gets us close. Close-ish. Close-ish. It's a pretty good Fokker. Pretty good. We could use a joker. We have $8. Soon to be $9. Soon to be $10. We have 2 2s. We will not be running that. We'll be running another Mega Spectral. I mean, we gotta duplicate more jacks is crazy, but... Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. It's alright. More jacks. Ideal circumstance might actually be 3 8s, 1 2 1 4. Full house. Okay, well, I'm gonna play 5 of a kind while we're here, but an ideal situation might be 3 jacks, 2 even cards, and then we're or 3 evens, 2 jacks even. If they're not gonna give me a joker of some sort. I mean, I don't really like this guy. I just don't like him. He's not my lad. This is my lad right here. I'm a different kind of beast. I'll just send it down mid. Still 5 jacks in this. Holy. Lads, it's gonna be close, okay? I'm gonna say this and this. We probably got a pair somewhere in there, a pair of evens. No! Really? High card jack? I basically fucking hate this deck. You're dead to me. Full deck. 6 face cards, 18 clubs. What do we got a lot of? Got a lot of aces and 2s. A lot of aces and 2s. 7 aces is kind of sick. Just hold R until you get 12 of one card. It's kind of like the watching garbage content at ×2 of the video gaming industry, wouldn't you say? Next thing you're gonna tell me you motherfuckers are spending money to like skip tiers on the battle pass. The only thing better than playing the game? Not playing the game. How many queens we got? 2 queens? 2 queens? I'm gonna skip Andrew on this one then. Many aces. Possible flush potential. Possible ace potential. Probable ace potential. Some people enjoy figuring out how to optimize. Yes, I know. I'm not one of them. The thing about optimizers is I wouldn't be so annoyed if you weren't trying to optimize other people as well. We gotta do this and this. It's probably not all of you, to be fair. But why are so many optimizers out there? Like, it's not enough that I'm living a perfect life. Now I've got so much free time, I can tell other people how to live their perfect lives as well. I don't want that shit, man. I'm chilling. I'm playing with action figures right now. I mean, I kind of do like Rough Gem. We're not that diamond pill, but it's not that bad. How many ace of diamonds do we have? 0. Okay, you know what? I'm going hollow troubadour then. I like troubadour. Troubadour is like the anti-square joker. It's fun to play with. Not bad. I guess we could. Do I even, I mean, a second troubadour is overkill. This is a rare situation where I actually think we don't want, I don't think it's the way, man. I don't think it's the way. I think this is a skip. I'm following myself and I'm ignoring chat because I think that, oh, fucker. It tends to lead to the right outcome for me. You might win with your own advice on your own runs, but oftentimes I'm not a big fan of the feedback that I get here, quite frankly. It's not, you know, you could choose to be offended by it if you want. I just realized I have to discard. So you're actually going to be ass. But I didn't buy you, I was given you. So that shit's on the house as far as I'm concerned. We don't need Green Joker. Get him out of here. Run this instead. Yeah, which don't get twisted, man. Everything looks great here. Sell me. I would love to buy you, but not yet. You got to give me something better than that. How we looking on blinds? Play only one hand type. Let's knock this shit out ASAP. You don't have to discard though. You could have won without discarding. What was the end result of our performance overall? I'm just asking because I seem to be on the next blind. Which to me, I feel like the only way that could happen is like maybe I could have, maybe I won. It's possible. It's hard to admit for some people. Or alternatively, maybe I downloaded somebody else's save and kind of just like jumped in media res, I suppose. I don't know. Could happen. 12 hearts. I'm a Bloodstone Andy at this price. Why not? Turn some aces into hearts. Get them double triggering. I'm not sweating it. Beautiful. Sorry, fours. Don't need you. Don't want to see you. I want to see aces. Me personally, it's not enough. It's not enough for me to use a sun card. I need more. What are your top berries? That's a good question. Top berries. Hang on, I'm gonna get pissed off because there's no aces in my deck apparently. What are my top fucking? I'll make 2 of your hearts then. Top berries. I mean, blue is up there. Blueberry is up there. And I'll tell you that for free. Straw, not a horrible fruit, but I personally consider it a little overrated. I think a strawberry looks way more delicious than it tastes, which is frustrating for me. I think that they're liars, essentially. Raspberries, I'm a big fan. I am a raspberry guy for sure. Another sun card. It's because of breeding for size. You should buy them from the farmer's market. I just don't really like them that much. I'm doing this for you. Like, is it annoying for me to have every preference met with an argument? Yes, but that's what I signed up for doing this job. What I'm worried about is, like, you don't understand that I remember a world before the internet when people just talk to each other instead of arguing nonstop. You may not. I'm trying to tell you there is a better way. There's a path forward where you don't have to talk like that at all times. You can just say, oh, I like strawberries and you don't. Now we know a little bit more about each other. We don't all have to smooth out our edges till we come to the exact same point, you know? I'm not saying it was better back then. I'm just saying it's worse now. All face cards are drawn face down. Do I look like the kind of guy who would care about that? Thanks for taking my question. You're welcome. Who would have thought a question about berries could get so very twisted? What happened? So I'm just setting the stage. There were people walking outside.
No, it's the plumber, and then there's like the plumber like parked and they're walking, and I'm like, oh, the plumber is here. So I open the door. I say like, hello, is this house? Because they were kept walking.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, it's not. And I was like, what? Isn't it for the washing machine? And he's like, no. I was like, oh, sorry.
It's like the opposite of a door-to-door salesman. Is we have a door-to-door customer. Anybody that walks by, she's like, you got something to do inside?
Oh my god.
We go next.
Oh, I embarrassed myself.
Well, imagine if that is the plumber though, and he just has to do like the first job before he comes over here.
Oh my god, you might be right.
That'd be embarrassing.
Right.
Couldn't be me. I've been scammed.
Now you have to answer the door because I have time.
You know, you just wait till he knocks on the door and then you answer it.
Yeah, but then what if it's the same guy?
Then you just, you know, you laugh about it. That's life.
Well, I'm not ready for life.
When the door knocks, you should answer it and say, "Welcome to our house."
I'm ready for death.
It's no big deal. You got nothing to. It happens all the time.
It does not happen all the time.
You know, when I was walking our daughter when she was on her tricycle ride, I got recognized by a couple of students. They said, "Are you Northern Lion?" I said, "I am." They said, "Let's take a photo." We had a great conversation. At the end of it, I said, "Nice to meet you guys." I shook their hand. And then the student said, "Nice to meet you guys too." Bit of a verbal flub. Probably a little nervous meeting this hero. Happens to the best of us. It happens to me every time I order a sandwich. I didn't think anything of it. I hope he's not out there going, "Oh, I hope I never see NL again," because I made like a little vocal flub. It happens all the time. You got nothing to worry about. It's just part of the spice that makes life worth living, man.
I think this is so much worse.
Nah, you got nothing to worry about. You're chilling. You don't. I wouldn't even sweat it, honestly.
I'm sweating. I mean, you're right. After they fix that one, they're gonna come to our house.
I made a huge mistake here. It is what it is. Kid, you got nothing to worry about. Don't sweat it. I can't handle it anyway, because depending on when he shows up, I might be knee-deep in lethal company. I need you to handle it so that he doesn't hear me going, "Oh!"
I'll say that's just my husband getting tortured in the basement.
That's the neighbor's kid. We're taking care of him while his family's away. He's a nice kid. He tries hard. Wow, I'm dead-ass garbage at Balatro. I'm glad to be alive, at least.
Don't you feel your room is a little cold?
Actually, I mean, it's 73. I feel like it's a little hot. I'm going to be honest with you. I was sweating putting our daughter to bed last night. After, because you were already in bed, I went into your room. I was like, I got to turn the thermostat down. No wonder she can't sleep well. It's like 77, 78 in
It's
here.
off.
It's off.
Yeah.
Why is your room 77 with no heat on?
Because the sun sets that way.
Sunday rise in the east, at least it settles in a final low. I'm trying. I think you're right that it's something to do with the sun, but I think it's the opposite. Your room faces the direction the sun rises,
Okay.
so you're getting that morning sun that's heating your shit up. I understand. The south side is the side that faces the sun the most. POV, you live on the moon. I do? Papa? She likes the papa bit. Note to self, she likes the papa bit. Okay. 4 aces. How do you feel about that? Not very good. We don't feel very good about that at all. Kate, thank you for your service. You're going to be fine. It's not going to be the same plumber. And even if it is the same plumber, you'll just have a laugh about it. We're gonna lose this run. I wanna hold R on this run. But why am I drawing so few aces, bro? 1 in 7 cards should be an ace. Hold. Never mind. We're completely fine. The flushes are better because of the extra duplication chance.
Red smells like French fries.
What am I gonna play, man? So you're saying there's a chance? Nope. All right. Well, that was a fun one. We almost still got there regardless. I'm kind of like of the position, basically fuck the erratic deck. Can I have some privacy, please?
No, I'm too embarrassed to go.
What do you mean you're too embarrassed? He's not in our house.
But he will be soon.
It's not that... You know what? Does anybody else have this husband-wife dynamic? I could come in with, like, blood on my head. She'd be like, what did you do? Then she'll be like, you shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, yeah, no kidding. Then she needs, like, 30 minutes of counseling after, like, saying the word wrong outside. It's nothing. It's gonna be a different... Even if it's the same, it would be better if it was the same guy.
No, it's not.
Because then you could laugh about it. You would bond a little bit.
I don't want to bond the guy.
You know, when I smashed my thumb in the hinge of the back door... It shattered the nail, and it was bleeding like crazy. And I said, like, don't freak out when you see this. And then I showed it to her, and she didn't freak out. She was kind of like, oh, does it hurt? And I was like, yeah, it hurts. And it hurt for, like, 2 days. She was, like, no-selling it whatsoever. But now I gotta pretend that, like, it's Armageddon, that there was an awkward conversation with someone we're never gonna see again.
That's true.
It's crazy. You know how often I embarrass myself verbally with strangers? I'm laughing at the end of every stranger sentence, whether it's funny or not. I just want them to like me. If I brought every social flub to the table, you would never get a word in edgewise.
Maybe Rebecca can answer the door. Welcome, meow. Welcome, meow. Welcome, meow.
Is Tomo here too?
No,
Tomo got scared away, okay.
Meow.
What am I gonna do, man? I don't want to do orange steak. I don't really want to do black deck either. Here we are. Jokerless? I'm not sure I'm built for that, little bro. Tell you what, I'll hit you with a 4. Go on the experimental build? Nah, it's too old. I'm waiting for the super experimental build. Should come out in, I don't know, 6 months or something. Like, just the new beta patch that's not even out yet. It's kind of old hat. Like, I'm kind of sick of it already. Love you. Be strong. You don't have to worry about it. It's okay. She's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it, Chad. You wouldn't get it? Well, like, I'm socially awkward too. If anything, you wouldn't get it. Because I'm, like, a little less socially awkward. And I have a callous towards public embarrassment because of my job. So I have to do all the socially awkward stuff. Even though I'm also a little socially awkward. Here's an interesting idea. Polychrome this Andrew. It's not great, but it might not be horrible. Doesn't she have the same job? Yeah, but if anyone says anything negative to her, you know, the mods just ban them immediately. Whereas in my chat, when someone says something negative to me, it is a mod. Origin. Origin. Cod. Cod. What am I doing? We're using tarot cards. That's true. We are using tarot cards. How about sixes become kings? And a king becomes magic. Brother, it's huge. It's the hugest setup I've ever seen. You start with this. This is 40 bucks in my pocket right here. I'll take it. $300 chips minus 2 hand size. You know, it's hard to argue with this guy, man. It's hard to argue with this guy. Should always fish for some better jokers because we have Riff Raff. Stuntman's good enough. Hold him here. I'll keep the chips. We don't need the chips anymore. We don't need the chips. We can see if Stuntman spits out some, or if Riff Raff spits out something incredible. It's pure ass, pure garbage. That's all right. We got plenty of time. Sell it. Sell it. Spectral pack me. You know what? Beautiful. You know what? One of these, because we have Econ from Riff Raff, though I hate to admit it. We have flat mults. We have a Justice. Okay, we got plays, man. Play only one hand. Things you love to see. First off, use Temperance now. Discard me with a smile. I'm a simple man. How about a glass ace, just to make sure we make it over the hump? Maybe a little bit of overkill, but we take those. Sell me. Honestly, I'm a banana disbeliever for our unique situation right here. Is Riff Raff only commons? It is, but sometimes it will also spit out foil or polychrome or hollow. But it's it might be affected by hone. I don't know. You can spit out negatives too. Noted. Wait, are we clubbed up? Might be a little bit clubbed up. 3,200. Worst case scenario is free money. Well, like, it's not worst case. The worst case scenario is you lose because you keep 2 joker spots empty for like random stuff, and then you get like, you know, garbage. But this is not that bad. I can live with it at least. Send it. Costco daughter or Whole Foods son? Bro, I already have a Costco daughter, and B, that's the easiest choice of all time. Weak hands become stronger here. Like, what does Whole Foods have over Costco? Cynical people will say nothing. That's not true. It has a more pleasant shopping environment for sure. You're not constantly having to squeeze by people who are like on their phone and parking their car diagonally in the middle of the lane while dodging pallets of like yum yum baby juice and stuff like that. I went to a Whole Foods and the vibes were off. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. I think it's skill difference. I think that, to be honest with you, the vibes in the Whole Foods are pretty much... They're usually on. Study was something like that. I think all it has is vibes. No, because it also has pretty good pizza. It also has decent burritos. It also has... Good section of cheeses if you don't have a grocery store around you with good cheeses. If you go to like a cheddar mozzarella type place. I'm not a Whole Foods shopper anymore, but Costco clears it. Hang on, I'm taking a peek. I don't think we need sock and buskin. We're getting enough chips anyway. It gives us 4 extra malt, but you're going to be our main malter. Great snack selection. I wouldn't go that far, because the snacks at Whole Foods are like so expensive. And then sometimes you're like, what the fuck, I'm paying like $8 a bag for bean crisps? Like, what are we doing here? You can't just get potato chips. It's got to be like, yeah, it has the same nutrient profile as potato chips, but we made it from like a healthier legume or something like that. $80 worth of wasabi peas. That's how it goes sometimes, man. What am I doing? We are getting tarot cards. That's what we're doing. Until they make a healthier legume. Now you're he's softy posting. My word, a flush. High card sucks ass. Okay, my word, a flush. He's literally too good at Balatro. 4 of a kind, not gonna happen. I don't think Whole Foods is a scam necessarily. I think you just have to know, like, I don't go there, but when I used to go there now and then, you just don't do your whole grocery shopping there. That's like a recipe for disaster. I honestly don't care how nicely they're treating the animals. Like, if I cared that much about animal cruelty that I'm paying like $18 a chicken breast, and the chicken breast is like this big, I'll just go vegetarian, man. You kill them at the end of the day anyway. Like, I would rather that they're treated nicely before they're killed, but I would also rather not spend $52 buying chicken breasts for 1 meal for a family of 3. Like, at that point, the chickens should be paying me like a little dividend or something. Let's try it. Let's try it. A Fool card. Definitely something you love to see, because you get 2 tarot cards out of it. I'll live with that. We go next. Sell for Riff Raff. Actually a great idea. What's stopping you from going full vegetarian? Largely inconvenience. And also my wife won't let me. But that's fine. Because meat's still like, I mean, it's a nice little shortcut, don't get me wrong. It's pretty easy. Yeah, I know I've done it. Possibly before you were even alive. I'm not, and we've talked about it many times, I'm not one of those, like, you know, die-hard carnivore type guys. I order the vegetarian entree or like a salad fairly frequently. I'm 10 years older than you? You wouldn't get me to admit that with a gun to my head in Twitch chat. I mean, that's crazy. If you thought I had vitriol for the younger generation condescending to me, wait until someone that's fucking in Gen X starts telling me how to live my life. Gen X, you should be thankful that you're not in the generational discourse, okay? Because the boomers are fucking angry at the millennials are angry at Gen Z and the boomers, Gen Z's angry at the millennials and the boomers. Gen X is always like, no one ever yells at us except for our parents. When I was a kid, all the slides had broken glass on them, and 3 of my classmates died in playground incidents, but we didn't complain. The music on the radio sucks these days. Then you look at like the last 10 CDs that they bought, and it's all fucking John Mayer and Adele. You killed it, bro! You killed it! So just be careful what you wish for when you ask to be perceived, Gen X. Be careful what you fucking wish for. That's all I'm saying. 5 of a kind kings. We've been anointed. Holy. Flush 5. Recognize. Please don't compare John Mayer and Adele. You should know, people don't, some people like this opinion, some people don't. I don't really care if you're a good singer or a bad singer. I care if you make good music or bad music. Adele's an amazing singer, and I'll just leave it at that. There's no question she's if you ask me, you taking John Mayer or Adele, bar for bar, I'm taking Adele, no question about it. But am I taking John Mayer or Jello Biafra? You can catch me on holiday in Cambodia, brother. What about Lord? Just being honest, Prezzo, I only know the one song. If you had to sing Your Body is a Wonderland, what percentage of the lyrics do you think you'd know? 30% off the top of my head. Something your pillowcase. Though you might need to go, I might strain if I'll never let your head hit the pillow without my hand behind it. You want love? We'll make it. Oh, I know more than I thought, man. Swim in a deep sea of blankets. Take all your big plans and break them. This is bound to be a while. The lyric that lives rent-free in my head is when he says, one pair of candy lips and your bubblegum tongue. Fucking weirdo. The hell are you talking about? Anyway, I don't know. I got nothing against him, really. It's crazy we haven't had like a Your Body is a Wonderland slowed down in like a DC Extended Universe trailer yet. Nah, man. I think our hand size is too small to reliably do it. But I could at least like, I mean, I paid for it. Don't really care, honestly. Don't really care. Can't stand ya. Thoughts on falling asleep like a tattoo golden retriever. What are you talking about here? Thoughts? It's from VIP Daniel, so I know there's meat on the bone. I just need to know what it is. Fallen is a John Mayer lyric. That's a Taylor Swift lyric? I'm still working through 6 albums ago. I haven't gotten to the new one yet. I'm just about to listen to Me featuring Brandon Urie from Panic at the Disco. I'm pretty excited. It seems like a star-studded collaboration. Don't see how it could possibly go wrong. Realistically, maybe Mars is the best we could hope for. Post Malone's son or Brandon Urie daughter? I don't know, man. Like, it's just music at the end of the day. It's not serious like grocery stores. You know, they'll be fine either way, I'm sure. I don't want to discard my shit, bro. I don't want to discard my king. No! Ah, never mind. We're chilling. You guys are telling a guy who suffers from chronic flatulence to go vegan? If he went vegan, both Antarctica and Arctica would melt in seconds. You know who you remind me of? Sheldon Cooper. Sheldon, she's a scientific professional. Oh, please, the only way she could contribute to science is if they start sending chimps back into outer space. Bazinga. I didn't make that up. That's a quote from the show. It's actually kind of like a sick own, honestly. Like, if he pulled that out, if he had practiced it, it's kind of cringe. But if he pulled that out improv, like, that's... I mean, that's why Sheldon Cooper's the GOAT, honestly. He's an actor? Well, I mean, like, the character. If the character, not Jim Parsons or whatever his name is. Holy... $2. You'd be stupid not to buy it. Watching Young Sheldon or 2 years hard time? I'd probably watch Young Sheldon. Doesn't seem like... Did I say Shelton? I would rather go to prison than watch anything Blake Shelton is in, I think. But I would rather watch Young Sheldon than go to prison for 2 years. Yeah, I'm comfortable saying that, I think. It's so mid. It's not... No disrespect, okay? It's not made for you. It's made for... I don't know what you want me to say. It's made for people who don't take their entertainment that seriously. Of course it's mid. It has to be on network television. If it wasn't mid, it wouldn't work, man. You know what's worse than mid? Prison. The Dementors! So true. And you, my dear, would be the belle of the ball. I know I've said this before, but I'm like a little annoyed with prisoners. Not the Denis Villeneuve film, but like the group of individuals. Because I really don't understand why it's not like summer camp. Like, why does it always seem like they're causing problems for each other? Why are they getting into fights and killing each other and intimidating each other and stuff like that? Why aren't they just like, oh shit, no work for 6 years. Let's fucking cultivate some hobbies, man. Can you get like really into Texas Hold'em or something like that? Or like start reading books in the library? Why are we always fighting, bro? Can't we just get like jacked and good at basketball? They do? Some of them do. Oh, man. I was a CO, and it was exactly like summer camp. ... when it went well. Oh, no. Well, I imagine... I'm not weighing in at all, really. I'm just trying to make a joke, but... Hang on, is this makeable? None discards? I'm a little pissed. Fuck a planet. We sent 3. Woo! It's all this Riff Raff rigmarole, man. I need to stop riff maxing. Yeet Riff Raff? Well, there's nowhere for it to go. But I could stop caring about it spitting out 2 useless jokers every time. But if the jokers are useless, then I'd be stupid not to sell them. Oh, I see how it happens now. Yeah, but you're right, Polychrome should be over there, but Riff Raff like spits it out in a fucked up position, man. Okay, not necessary, not necessary. Probably necessary. Abstract gives 15 mults. Honestly, I'd rather keep the Riff Raff dream alive, as crazy as it sounds. I guess I'd love to see a negative Joker in the whole scheme of things. Face cards give you a chance to get money. It's my damn dream come true. Boss blinds, hang on. All face cards are debuffed. Local Thunk, you're a son of a bitch, man. You are a son of a bitch. That's the second time today I was fucking cruising. And then you said, nah, bro. But he's reining it in. So true, he's reining it in. Eternal 8-ball. Remember that time you passed up the rare 4-of-a-kind Joker? Remember that time the girl you had a crush on in the 8th grade started dating your best friend instead? Why would you say that? It fucking hurt me too. I hurt me to hurt you. So you watch your mouth when you say that shit around here, okay? That's probably the plumber. You got no problem here. Maybe just verify their identity before you ask if they want to come in. I don't need Saturn, bro. Me if I was the sun. Okay. Are we chilling here? All face cards are debuffed. That's horrible. It's really bad. Insanely horrendous. But I mean, you gotta try something. You gotta try something. Well, maybe we don't need our kings to give us that many. All of our score is being provided by our jokers anyway. And the support of viewers like you. It's so doable. It's not easy, but it's doable. 7 kings remain. I think you gotta send some dookie at him first. That's exactly what I wanted to see. You can't stop me. This is a rare skip. I already got enough clubs. Sigil's not worth the risk. Incantation not worth the risk. A rare skipper. Or as Dan would say, a rare Middleton? I think he says a rare Middleton. He does, people. He does. Get it twisted. Is Dan still playing Fallout 1? I just hope he's okay. He was sounding a little rough on the A7FL broadcast yesterday. I know how it is. You sign a deal to do a sponsored stream in March, and then 6 weeks later, it's like it has to be this day, but you have lung butter. The show must go on, man. Plus, it was a great game. I don't remember who was playing, but the guy did hit the gritty on the way to the end zone, which is kind of sick. I guess I should have used those for malt, but nevertheless. You guys see Silk Song came out? I don't know, I'm just fucking with you. Blackboard? You got a good point. Blackboard could go crazy here. You're absolutely right. Wrecked nerds. So true. Get owned. You really... Oh, you thought? Because I told you that it happened? I was misrepresenting it for the purposes of humor. Will you play it when it does? Probably not, if I had to guess, but never say never, I suppose. I honestly kind of like feel bad for Team Cherry. I mean, they're gonna be fine, I'm sure, but like, they did like release Hollow Knight, and I'm sure like at first they were like, this game is pretty good. And then it came out, and over the course of like 2 or 3 years, it became the poster child for like the greatest indie Metroidvania that's ever been released. And then the expectations just keep getting like higher and higher and higher. Like every year that the shit doesn't come out, the level of expectations for it when it eventually comes out like quadruple. I'm not saying there's no way they could possibly stack up to it, but you know what the thing is gonna piss me off too? If it comes out and it's like an 8.5 out of 10 instead of an 11 out of 10, you know there's gonna be like 12-year-old kids that are like, they fucking lied to us. They made the hype go crazy. How? By not tweeting or posting any updates for 10 years? They're just trying to make it happen, man. They're down there. They're in the gulag right now trying to get this shit out. You're not allowed to go behind the monitor. This cat is not allowed to go behind the monitor. Only the other cat is allowed to go behind the monitor. Go. Get out of here. You're not welcome here. You can't be trusted near the cords. You can't be trusted near the cords. Here. Go sit down there. You don't have to run. You're chilling. Don't worry about it. He's freaking out because the plumber's here. He's cord maxing. Get it twisted, you should be cord maxing at all times. Can we say hi to the plumber, please? Well, first off, that's up to them. Secondly, you don't even like say hi to people when you like pass them on the street. Like if there was a plumber in your house, you'd be hiding in your cave. There's a plumber in my house and all of a sudden you're feeling social? Come on. You can lie to yourself, you can't lie to me. Shut up, man. You're the ones yapping. I'm just replying. Me personally, I play this. I'm locked in. Don't even sweat it. I'm not, oh no, I won. I'm the best to ever do it. /marker.